Hey, how's it going? It's Nick. Just want to make another video. Um, Last night work went alright. It didn't go great. It was just a lot of people and a lot of me just doing everything. So that was kind of exhausting. Um, but I got through it, so that was pretty good. Um, Diet wasn't too bad, but man, I was working so hard yesterday. Like I could feel my stomach being empty. You know, like I feel like I was working so hard that like I had an empty stomach. So and I was eating everything, but man, I was so hungry. um, so yeah, so tomorrow I'll weigh myself. So that'll be fun. Can't wait to see how that turns out. Cause I cheated like in the beginning of the week, so we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. I feel like I've been working pretty hard, so I think, and I've been following my diet, you know, pretty well. So I think something will still happen. Um, but I wanted to talk today about like what I'm doing with my diet and just kind of like some little details that I think might help other people. Um, so basically, like I talked about a little before, but my diet is like I basically just find out how many calories I need to lose a pound a week. And the way you could do that is you just go to Google or whatever and type in like calorie calculator and you find that and you pick one and it'll say like put in your age, put in your height, you know, are you male or female, um, your weight, put that all in, calculate, and it'll give you like this is how many calories you need to maintain your weight. This is how many calories you need to lose a pound. This is how many calories you need to lose 2 pounds. This is how many calories you need to gain a pound. This is how many calories you need to, gain 2 pounds. That's basically what it'll tell you. And right there, it'll tell you like all the calories that you need for um, to lose weight. So I would recommend the 1 pound a week. You could do 2 pounds a week, but I don't know. I just think like when you're like cutting calories, like the last thing you want to do is cut more calories. I don't know, like maybe you're a superstar and you could do it. Like maybe you're better than me and you could do it. But for me, like I just stick to 1 pound because it's like any more than that, and like I mean I'm already stressed enough with 1 pound, you know. Like I can imagine 2 pounds. So that's how why I do it. And some weeks I lose more than a pound, so I don't know. It's not even that big of a deal. So anyway, so you figure out how many calories you need for that, right? Bam. All right, you got that. So now you need to get like containers. If you don't have containers, I'd recommend buying meal prep containers on Amazon or wherever. Walmart, go to Walmart, they have them. I just recommend that because it just makes it so much easier and it takes the option of what am I gonna eat today? Because when you prep your meals, you always know what you're gonna eat that day. So it's not if there's never an option, it's always you always have something planned. Versus when like you have healthy food in the fridge, but you also have unhealthy food, and you go, "What am I gonna eat today?" You're like, I've been dieting really bad. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat something not so healthy or more calories than I like. And plus, like when you have healthy stuff, like you don't know exactly like how many like, calories are in there. You know, like so you could easily overeat. Versus when you meal prep, you know exactly how many calories are in there. Like, oh, nah, I forgot to say like so like you have how many calories you need to lose weight. That's how many calories you need to prep for a day. Okay, like it helps if you have a lot of stuff. I don't know. For me, it helps if it's prepackaged because it has all the calories there. I know it's not the healthiest, but it just makes it a lot easier. If it's not prepackaged, you have to weigh it on a scale. There's something called a food scale. You can look that up. Um, Again, Amazon, Walmart, they all have food scales. I'd recommend a food scale 100%. Basically, how you use the food scale is let's say you have the food you want to eat that day. Um, you take it, again, go online, go to just type in like let's say you're looking up oranges. Type in oranges calories, and it'll bring up how many calories are in orange, and then um, that's how you figure it out. And let's say um, you need like 50 calories and the orange is 70. Well, like you put the orange on the scale, measure how many grams it is, and then on that, when you type in orange calories, it'll tell you how many calories are in a gram. So that you could use that to figure out, like if there's a 20 calorie difference, you could figure out how many grams that is, and then so when you put the orange on the scale, you know how many grams you'd need to cut off to where there's like there's 20 calories less, and so I don't know if that's confusing or not, but that's how you do it. Like, it's if you have more than you need, you just weigh how much it weighs in grams, and then figure out how many calories are in the gram, or yeah, in grams, and then cut that amount of grams off whatever you're weighing. And that makes it so you're exact, and you never overweight or over calories. And with that, I'll do 3 days in a row for the simple fact of I just like that because I could do 3 days, and if something that didn't go well or I didn't like something, I could always change it the next 3 days. And that way, it's not like 7 days of I hate this at day three, but I have to go 4 more days of this. No, it's like every 3 days. If I don't like something, I change it for the next time, and it's just a lot easier, and I enjoy it. And just yeah, and that's another thing. Make it easy. Like, don't make it difficult. Like, it doesn't have to be healthy food, to be honest with you. It just has to be food you're willing to eat. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's super difficult to get on a diet and, alright, I'm on a diet, I'm eating less calories than I normally do, and I'm eating food I don't like. That's hard for me. I don't know, maybe you're a superstar, but for me, it's hard, you know? So I eat ramen. It's not the healthiest food, but it's food I'm willing to eat every day. And you don't have to eat stuff every day, but for me, like in my situation, it's easier for me. It takes less stress to just eat one thing, you know. Like I said, for me, I have a cheat snack at the end of the day. It's not even a cheat because it's within my calories, but it's something nice, extra for me. Um, in the morning, I have a smoothie. I have like a half a potato and one banana. You don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want. But I like to have a smoothie just so, like I said, I'm not eating the healthiest things for the rest of the day. So if I could just eat like one small healthy thing, it kind of gets it off my mind and I'm not eating healthy. It's like, well, I'm eating some healthy stuff, so it makes me feel a little bit better. Um, and then there's another question of so you're on your diet, you have a certain amount of calories. Oh, and by the way, like I think like you should again, I reemphasize this. I really think you should only lose a pound a week, just because if you're doing any more than that, you're really starving yourself. They say 2 pounds is okay, but I feel like you're really starving yourself at that point. And so like you're not gonna be your normal self. Like your mood's gonna be up and down, up and down. Like you can probably tell with me, my mood's all over the place. But I have this goal of losing weight, so like I have to sacrifice something, like it's not easy like losing weight, like you have to be willing to sacrifice some things. So that and I'm only just trying for a pound a week. Imagine if it's 2 pounds or 3 pounds or like some people try to do 5 pounds a week. You're starving yourself, which is okay. If you could do that, fine. You're a superstar or whatever. Um, but you just have to know like your mood is going to be up and down, up and down, up and down because you don't have the right amount of calories, that you're supposed to have. Especially if you're a bigger person, like if you drop your calories dramatically, like like your body is in full starvation mode. Like you're like red alert, this ain't going right. So your mood's gonna be up and down, and just the slightest thing, and I mean the slightest thing, will set you off. Like anything will set you off, and like I don't know, if you're losing more than a pound a week, you just have to be willing to be that kind of like crazy person, to where the slightest thing will change your mood, and the slightest thing will set you off the edge. Like uh, if you want to lose more than a pound a week, you just have to be willing to accept that. And like I'd even tell the people around me, like, hey, listen, I might not be myself for a while. Just want to let you know. Just want to warn you. I apologize for what I say. I probably don't mean it. I'm just starving right now. Like I would just give the people around you a warning, like I'm gonna be a little different here, But and I don't know. Just try to stay as calm as you can. But like I said, like I'm only losing a pound a week, and I'm kind of up and down. So I couldn't imagine any more than this. So yeah, I just let everyone know around you that hey, you know, be warned. I might be a little different, a little on edge. Um, but anyways, so back to what I was saying. So you have the right amount of calories. Cool. Now, some people, like my friend asked me, like, hey, I'm on a diet or whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm kind of snacking because I'm hungry. So what I would say is first, figure out the right amount of calories. When you have the right amount of calories and you're still hungry, um, you're still hungry, you still want more food. Um, One of my recommendations would be eating like a large quantity of um, low calorie food. Like for instance, oatmeal. Oh my god! Like you could have like 3 cups of like uncooked oatmeal, and it's only like 300 or 400 calories. But if you cook all of that, that's like 6 full bowls of oatmeal. Like imagine eating all that, but it's only like 400 calories. Um, it's a lot to eat, but it will fill you up and you won't be hungry anymore. Um, so look for stuff like that, like your lettuce and like just low calories things that have like a lot of fiber and a lot of density to it to fill your stomach up, but not a lot of calories. So you could eat tons and tons of it to fill your stomach up so you're not so hungry. But, it's not a ton of calories either, so you're still on track to lose your weight. I'd recommend that. It's not always the funnest because usually that food doesn't taste good, and you're just kind of eating it like a hamster, like or a rabbit. Like it's not fun, but it's filling you up, and it's not fun to eat either. You're just like shoving food in your mouth, and it's not really enjoyable, but it is filling you up. So that's an option. Another option is so you have the amount of calories. I keep going back to this, but I want to make it like a important note. So you have the amount of calories like that you want to eat for the day until you're gonna lose weight. Sweet. You're still not full. You don't want to eat the oatmeal and the low calorie stuff and the lettuce and all that with a lot of fiber and a lot of mass to fill your stomach up. You don't want to do that. That sounds awful. I agree with you, but it's an option. I just want to throw it out there. Another thing you could do is, so let's say you have 3 meals. That's how many calories, that's how many meals that your calories made. So you have 3 meals. Sweet. And they're all prepped. You have 3 days that you're on track. You're gonna lose some freaking weight. What you should do is let's take the meal for the day, and let's say you have 3 meals. Or meals for the day. Let's say you have 3 meals. Cut each meal in half to a smaller portion. Now you have 6 small meals, same amount of calories, but we've chopped each of the 3 meals in half, so now there's 6 small meals. And you eat those throughout the day. Now, I understand if you have work and stuff, it'll be more difficult to do that. Um, but I would just make it so, obviously, you have some free time at work, hopefully, unless you're me, not much. But if you have some free time outside of work, that's when you usually snack or whatever. Make sure it's filled with your meals. Make sure it's not like, alright, I have 1 meal and I have 5 hours or 6 hours until I go to bed. Like, if that's a problem for you, you need to cut your meals up more to where maybe, like I said, like if you have 6 meals, like you could eat a meal every 2 hours, and then you won't feel as hungry. Or if that's not working for you, take those 6 small meals and cut them in half, and now you have 12 small meals. And I know that's a lot. It might be a hassle, but my thinking is, with that you'd be eating like every hour, every half hour. And the thing is, like, how my thinking is like, you could eat all that food in 3 meals. That's fine, but your body's gonna digest it faster because it's getting it all at once. Versus if you're giving it to your body like every 3 hours or every 2 hours or every 1 hour, if you have a lot of small meals, that food doesn't get digested as quickly, so it stays in your stomach longer and it makes you feel fuller longer. The same amount of food you had in 3 meals, now if you have in 6 or 12 meals, it lasts longer in your stomach because you're not eating it so fast. You're eating it, you know, very frequently, so your body is digesting all of that food at different times, and so it takes longer to digest. I don't know. I've tried it before. It works for me. But I definitely recommend making sure you have the right amount of calories. I want to keep emphasizing that because without that, all this advice is kind of pointless. Um, so yeah, it's kind of a long video, but I really wanted to answer that question and I really wanted to give some good information. So hopefully that helped. See you tomorrow.